The Midwest Gaming Classic is behind us. It has been a wonderful weekend in Milwaukee, one of my favorite places to visit, one of my favorite conventions to go to, and always the one that I kick the convention season off with. This year, Meredith and I were hosting a couple of workshops, one for Joy-Cons, one for Pro Controllers to reshell them and give them a nice new look. And we rode over with Chris from the Game Dad Show, who was doing reshells of Game Gears, a GBA SP, and a GameCube. And it was a really fun trip. It was a really nice way to get over there, and the workshops were really awesome.
Well, it is not quite day one. It's technically day one.
It is.
But it's not quite fully day one yet. But we are here at the Midwest Gaming Classic. It is preview night, vendor setup. There's Chris back there. And if you look up there, patiently waiting for me in the distance, hello, Meredith, is my darling, lovely, wonderful wife, who is, she's being very patient. And I love her, and she's beautiful and wonderful. We just finished up doing 5 workshops today. We did, I'm not pointing at you anymore. We did, Chris did a Game Gear workshop, a Game Boy Advance SP, and a GameCube reshelling workshop. And Meredith and I, mainly her, she did a workshop for a Pro Controller and for Joy-Cons. So now we're just kind of wandering the vendor hall, kind of scoping things out a little bit, get an idea for tomorrow. So Meredith wants the singer for the Game Boy Color. Well, she doesn't want it. She just thinks it's clever.
I just want to use it once.
And I don't think it's a bad idea for her to have it. I mean, she does sew quite a bit. Maybe one day I'll get it for you, and you can get mad at me at Christmas time, and then you'll forget about it because you have something cool.
Nah, see, I'll use it like twice and never want to use it again. It'll take up space because my hobby is collecting hobbies.
Well, that is true.
Hi.
Speaking of collecting hobbies.
There's Chris. He's our hobby, and we've collected him. These are all really cool. I love the Shire and the Lonely Mountain. Those are fantastic. These shirts are great. What wonderful designs. These are awesome. This is T-24.com.
What's that one with the pumpkins in the front?
That's Hagrid's Hut.
It is.
Because there's Hogwarts. And I'm assuming that one up there with the different elements is the Airbender. There's a Fallout one. Star Trek, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, Futurama. That's really cool. My Neighbor Totoro. These are great.
They do them in all sorts of...
There's a QR code. Pause it here and scan if you're interested in checking out their stuff. Is that Jeffrey the Giraffe on the horizon?
Let's go find out.
Let's go find out. Jeffrey the Giraffe looking absolutely stylish. His Nintendo Power sweats. Look at that. Nintendo Power sweatpants. That's amazing. Here at the merch table, all kinds of cool stuff. Meredith thinks I should get the certified gamer, the Nintendo seal of quality, but
Da-da-da-da!
I really like the hot pink and purple with the different iconography on there. And the model's gorgeous too, so.
Hi.
You're like, it'll never see light.
I'm just gorgeous, darling.
I'm waiting for you to just be like, oh, hey, to get the waiter's attention. It's on.
No.
Ow. That really hurt.
Day 1, Midwest Gaming Classic. We are about to go to Build a Breakfast. Meredith's over here. I'll let her wave her hand since she's getting dressed. There you go. There's there's the hoodie wave, the patented hoodie wave. And I want to show you guys the view we have here in Milwaukee.
It's fancy.
It is industrious.
And of course, going to the convention wasn't bad either. It's always a great opportunity to go to the Baird Center in Milwaukee. We had a really great meetup with my friend Eric, who is one of my viewers, and it was awesome to be able to go to lunch with him and his nephews and his wife and to be able to spend some time with them outside of just kind of interacting on YouTube comments or talking on Facebook. Eric and I are friends. It's really great to be able to have someone I can talk baseball with or just kind of shoot the breeze about toys. We both collect action figures too, so it's nice to have someone that shares a lot of interests with me, and it was just awesome to be able to hang out with him and see him throughout the day. And the show itself was amazing.
It's time. Heading down the escalator now here at the Hilton in Milwaukee City Center. We'll take the Sky Bridge over to the Midwest Gaming Classic. Day 1, let's go. It's him. It's a wild game, Dad. Let's go buy some video games, Chris.
Yes.
More escalators. This is the way of things at the Baird Center here at the Midwest Gaming Classic. Escalators. When stairs just aren't automated enough. Homie's living the dream. It's pretty cool. Some sports stuff. Arcade will be here. So needless to say, it's going to be a little bit busy on the show floor. Dan.
Here's the man. The myth. The legend.
The Dan.
Lucen. Thank you for making this show exist. That's right. The reason that MGC is a thing.
No, the reason that MGC is a thing is right here.
Absolutely. So as impressive as that line was downstairs, it's somehow even more impressive up here, where people are ready to go onto the floor. Best show of the year, every year.
Should have said bow.
So have you looked for any Genesis games?
I've been glancing. That's not the Batman I'm looking for, but that's pretty cool.
Right.
D&D stuff. That's kind of cool. It's a dice holder shaped like a sword. That's really clever. And they got big honking D20s. Look at that one, honey. Match your hoodie that you just got. And this is where we stop for Meredith, because cute earrings. So many cute earrings. They got the fairy bottles from Zelda. Keyblades, soot sprites.
Dr. Mario earrings.
Those are fantastic. You kind of need the Koroks.
That'd be really funny.
More stuff over here from Kiki Craft. We got Yoshi eggs, Korok seeds, tiny little Koroks,
Yes.
like those.
Would you like to receive them?
Those are cool.
Thank you very much, my dear. Good luck. Have a good day.
So much cute stuff. The Boo earrings are kind of great. I really think those might be the best ones here that you need. Those are right up your alley.
More than the Koroks?
Well, you can get more than one. You're allowed. Spider Cat.
Yes.
That's great. Oh my gosh, I love it. That's so wonderful.
I like the little fairies.
The fairies are good. The heart containers are good. The Skull Kid masks are good. I got turnips from Mario too. These are wonderful. These are Kestel tables. Yeah, these are gorgeous.
We've had a few game stores get just the sauce. Like no legs, yeah, no legs. I don't think they're
What you looking at, sweetie?
Watch your elbow behind you.
You got it.
Just sending Sarah a picture of these.
Do you see the wood samples over here for the different colors they have?
I just spread those out so you look at them. This is most likely.
It does say the pecan is the closest for our stuff, yeah. Why is he downstairs?
Because he's not as cool as Lindsay from LL Cool Games.
He's milking a cow? Because that's what you just did.
This just cut off as you're like, because he's milking a.
Hi. I was gonna smack your butt as I walked by.
Oh
and I
my.
decided that was
That is for Jay and
because
not
I
you.
saw you had a camera.
Oh, the camera is what made it inappropriate.
Hi.
There needs to be a record of that. She did a cute little foot kid. It was adorable.
It's called a foot pop.
Pop, yes.
Thank you.
She did a foot pop. You're a really good hugger, Jay, if she got a foot pop.
These street games, man. Jay says these are terrible.
I didn't work on that one.
So it probably is. Who knows?
I didn't enjoy it. How's that?
He says all street games, including NBA Street, are awful.
I'd never have said that.
some things I should have had.
There,
out.
and we can take
I
it.
know, right?
Dreamcast Skies of Arcadia.
Isn't that the one you want?
It is the one I want. It's tempting.
Up
Remind me, I
here,
can
but
try
it's
to bring one in
not for
tomorrow.
resale. That's cool.
Some games right here.
I've never seen that before. That's really cool.
Chris!
But Mole Mania is awesome. The Japanese version is much cheaper. I have been summoned by the wife. What would you like, the wife?
Mystery grab bag.
Mystery grab bags. I like the I'm on the Ninja Diet shirt. That's pretty great. And the Today's a Good Day Godzilla's pretty awesome. Ooh, an Evercade EXP. That's pretty cool. Gotta love the Tomb Raider collection. That's awesome. And I was asked to find a particular game for a viewer named Robert. Robert's a good guy. He sent me some NeoGeo Pocket Color stuff in the mail, and he was hoping to find Batman for the Genesis, and bum, ba, 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 bum. Always fun. Ah, the bin of miscellany. So much fun to be had.
I found out where all the amiibos for the show are.
Yeah, no kidding. Holy moly.
Jeez, that was
All the Pokemon stuff you could ask for. Big box Earthbound. Big box Bomber. Some really fun stuff here. In the
After the first day was done, we headed back to the hotel and relaxed for a little bit, and then made our way to the after party. This is my first time going to the after party at MGC, and it was really fun. It was some incredible music was being played. There was a lot of really fun games to be had, and we had a really good time, including playing this really awesome Tetris game that Meredith and I gave a shot to. It was really cool, as well as some other events that you're going to see here as well.
12.
This is what my camera has focused in on. Now it's.
Tell me it was recording.
Oh, it's recording. It's recording.
Listen not to Sarah later.
It's me.
And now it's a party.
Is a bunch of scheduled events that would happen. Just to follow WWE.
Well, because they pay for us to keep here, like our
We talk about the house, we have shooting range, we have pinball tournaments, arcade machines. Is in the house, we're telling you card game over there, here's some things. Tim Peastrow's gonna be doing a pop shot. Man, it's a busy night. Just another go. Then, we're
confident. Oh, that sucked. So Chris and I played basketball, but I forgot to set my camera to video mode. But it's okay, because I won.
That's a lie? He's lying. I finally won a sports ball thing.
20 to 24. 9 seconds. Here we go. 27. How'd you get 27? 30. How are you getting 3 pointers?
Good job.
William!
This is a really fun night. This is a good time. Really cool to be here. Chris, did you have a good time at the after party?
Yeah, I shot some foam darts to win free drinks for someone else because I didn't want anything. And then they did foam darts because she wanted something.
Did you have fun at the after party?
Yes!
She whooped my ass in basketball.
Of course she did.
Just like Chris did.
there's the final score. But yeah, I think it's about time to get going. Got to go get some dinner, and we'll be back tomorrow. All right, Meredith, what you getting?
I got the flaming hot.
Okay. And the garlic habanero.
This isn't spicy until you swallow it.
Giggity.
They're amazing. Yeah, that's really good.
Good. And how's the habanero?
I'll go for the smaller piece.
I'm scared because it looks less hot.
Ooh, the flavor's really good.
I believe her.
I need some water.
Sunday at MGC is family day, and it was really cool to be able to kind of go to a bit of a slower paced event where things were a little bit calmer and things were a little bit more reserved. And that's not to say there wasn't a lot of people there, because it was packed to the gills both days. But for some reason, family day is always a little bit more relaxing and a little bit more enjoyable, I guess, for me in the grand scheme of things, just because it doesn't feel like we're going balls to the wall the entire time. It was really cool to be able to go and hang out. We went to breakfast with LL Cool Games. Lindsay is a friend of ours. We went to breakfast with her and her family at Build-A-Breakfast. And then we headed over to the convention because she had a panel on the bonus stage being hosted by Lame Dad Retro Gamer. And it's pretty cool. She was talking about going to conventions with kids and attending cons like MGC or like Korgs or Torg with a family. And I thought it was a really neat insight because she has a background in child development. It's really cool. Take a look.
It is the final day of the Midwest Gaming Classic. We are headed into the vendor hall. Going to take a walk around, go see a friend do a panel. Meredith wants to see what's in this room over here, so we're going to follow her in all her teal hoodie glory to the console makerspace. This is always one of the coolest rooms. All these awesome pieces of homebrewed hardware. An N64 SP. Hey, how you doing, man? So this is from Downing's Basement. There is a Kickstarter coming soon. I'll definitely be talking about it on the channel because you're going to need to check it out. It's exciting. Let's just put it that way. You guys might be able to figure out what we're talking about here. You might be able to figure out what we're talking about here. I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to steal his thunder, but that is true. That is true. So there is... That's amazing. I'll be there in a sec. There is a portable N64 kit coming to Kickstarter soon. Be on the lookout for that. And then it's a PlayStation. It is a PlayStation. That's awesome.
That's fantastic.
Why? Other than it's perfect.
I'm wearing the shirt too, but there was an artist who did a piece of art that looked just like that. And I saw the art piece and I went, that's really cool. I could probably make that. And so I put it together.
That's absolutely magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. That is phenomenal. We just realized we're late for Lindsay LL Cool Games panel on the bonus stage, so we're trying to rush our way there now. We were distracted by shinies in the console makerspace. We're on our way. He's the best there is at what he does.
You're not strict, you're not limiting, you are curating, right? You are helping to focus their interest away from whatever society is over here, and you're helping to make sure that, right, she's growing as a person through the video games that she's playing. It's not just casual whatever. And I really think if parents as a whole grab a hold of that and lean into that, as opposed to what so many people are doing and just going, no, we're not doing screens. I'm just going to limit the shows you watch and you're not going to play games. Like, how are you helping those people grow and mature in their screen relationship by just saying no?
All right, time to go find my wife. Well, it's not like she's missing. I know where she's at. I just got to go track her down. She's over here near the Gamers for Gamers booth, looking at Switch games from our good friends at Premium Edition. So we're going to go take a look and see what they've got. Okay, I did lose her. So this is fun. This is super cool. Let me give her a call. Let's see if we can find her. That's purple hair. That's not her. The combination of pink hair and teal shirt should be easy to find. That's my pink hair and teal jacket. I have discovered her. She has been tracked down. We've bought a couple of these for Meredith. We got her a Mario and a Zelda one, but there's so many. So one of our favorite things at any convention are the artist tables. And this is Misery Wren's booth, and her artwork is amazing. All kinds of fun stuff. Look at these prints, just this awesome line work. So cool. Meredith wants me to show off Brewster. I wanted to show off Sans, but she wants to show off Brewster. So be sure to check out Misery Wren. And there's a QR code that you can scan right now.
Usually tough.
I haven't, so I took these in on trade. I haven't resurfaced
Lickitung. It would be amazing if that's how Lickitung spoke. Just Lickitung. Love these giant cards. It's pretty cool. Always a fun reminder at shows like this to not think that you are solely tied into video games. There's also a lot of tabletop stuff, which is really cool. And lots of art vendors and things like that. Pixel Empire is at a lot of shows I go to, and their stuff is incredible. Who should I shout out for buying it from you guys on my video?
Ton of fun entertainment, but more importantly,
even better. Okay.
Fire.
Oh, I love when there is handouts.
Make sure you tell them about South Bend Comic Con.
I will.
We have Mike Nevin, who is the lead original artist from Mortal Kombat.
Nice.
We're announcing more guests this week.
Awesome.
We have live pro wrestling. We'll have video gaming. Video game vendors from all over the country. Collectible card games, everything.
I see my buddy Paul Niemeyer is going to be there, so that's awesome. Paul's a great dude. Very cool. There's a QR code right there, so you can scan it for the South Bend Comic and Collector Con. It's going to be November 1st, 2025. Hey, we're going to be busy November 1st, okay?
Yeah.
So I think that might be the end of shopping here at Midwest Gaming Classic. Some good scores. You'll see what those are at the end. Needless to say, we knocked something off the NeoGeo Pocket Color Pursuit. I got an all-timer for the NES. I got a game for the DS that I love, and a couple other things as well. It's some good stuff picked up this weekend. But now it is time to go check out the other rooms, check out the free play area, so we will be right back. Thought we might have had a line on a banger there for one final pickup before we leave, but $200 for a NeoGeo Pocket Color game that I don't really like. It didn't technically release in the States, doesn't seem worth my time. So one of my favorite things about the show this year is that it's all kind of like Dreamcast themed. So our game center for the free play arcade is the Crazy Taxi logo. And here we are. One of my favorite spots every year. And I love that MGC features this because this shows how dedicated they are to independent games and to homebrews. The front of the free play area is always brand new games. Brand new things made by independent developers that are supported and encouraged. And yeah, it's awesome. Love it. Launches April 17th on iOS, Steam, and Google Play. There's a QR code. If you're interested, you can scan it now.
That's really cute. That's my kind of game.
Let me know if you have any questions for the game. It's launching on April 17th.
Okay.
It's available for wish listing now on the App Store and on Steam. Yeah, and then April 17th for Google Play.
Cool.
Very excited about it.
Is it going to be Steam Deck compatible? Oh, there you go. Oh, right there. That's awesome. And are you the developer?
I'm the artist. So yeah.
Excellent. Good job.
Yeah, thank you.
It's a beautiful look.
Thank you.
Oh my god. Victor would love that.
Who's the green one?
His name is Jason. He plays a little flute.
Yeah, he does.
And I'll just take this one. I'll just have this one.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's an easy setup to spend.
We're playing Four Swords. That's Andy. Andy is one of my favorite people. Andy rules.
Andy is kicking ass.
These are the children.
Asses and names are his family.
That's Lindsay, LL Cool Games. This +1, who is over here killing it on Smash, are one of my favorite families. I love these guys.
Right.
And look,
He's just
it's Adam Korlick with the Sega Pluto. And hey, look, we finally found Premium Edition games. It only took the entire convention.
Yeah.
And that's a wrap. 2025 Midwest Gaming Classic is in the bag. This is a really fun show, as it always is. Thank you to Dan and everyone from MGC for having us out as guests this year. The workshops are really fun to do. Chris, did you have a good time?
There I am. I did have a good time. Mr. Malone?
Meredith, did you have a good time?
I did, yes.
Great show. Fantastic fun. We had some good food. We saw some good friends. We made some probably questionable financial decisions, but that's okay. It was still fun.
It always is a little bit bittersweet because as much as I love these conventions and I love being able to go to them, they are always a bit of a downer when it's time to leave because I don't get to see a lot of my friends for a year at that point. And this year especially, because a lot of my friends were actually at Game On in Phoenix and I didn't get to see them. And it kind of sucked, but I know they had a great time there, and Chris and I and some of our other friends had a really good time at MGC, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody again throughout the year. But like I said, it's always a little bit bittersweet because the conventions are fun, they're fantastic, and they are frequently expensive. There were definitely some questionable financial decisions made, but it was a really excellent time overall to be able to go and hang out with people that love the same things I love. And I can't thank Dan and his team at MGC enough for having us out as guests. We were there to host the workshops, and as a result, we were brought in as guests as well. So we were able to meet some viewers and able to talk to folks and hang out and explore the show floor and be able to just enjoy the hospitality of both Milwaukee and Dan and the team at MGC. And it was great. I can't wait to go back next year. I'm already making plans. The dates are already set for the 2026 show, and I will absolutely be there. I wouldn't miss it. Well, let's talk about what I picked up, because that is essentially why we're doing this, right? We like to talk about the recaps of everything that happens at these shows and talk about the different items that we picked up. And first and foremost is this amazing MGC t-shirt this year. I love this design. I love the colors. I thought it was really cool, nice and vibrant. It was a nice change of pace. A lot of con shirts can be really dark and really drab and just rely heavily on really dark colors. And I wanted something a little bit brighter, a little bit more me, I guess. And this shirt just nailed it. I love the iconography all over it. There's a Dreamcast controller in the background that I thought was really great. And having Daiki Kang on there and stuff like that is just super cool. And just an awesome shirt. And really, really wonderful. Meredith actually got a hoodie as well. I'm not taking pictures of any of the stuff she got. That's her business. But it was really cool to be able to pick that up and to support the show in that way, because merch sales always go directly to helping a convention out. That's something to remember. If you're at a show that you enjoy, pick up a t-shirt, pick up a hat, pick up a poster or something like that. That money goes right back into the coffers so you can have additional shows down the road. Now, before the show, I was contacted by a viewer named Robert, who is a good friend of mine. He's from Canada. He's going to be actually visiting my area in June. And he asked me if I could be on the lookout for something for him because he wasn't able to find it at a local show he had just gone to. And I tracked down Batman on the Genesis forum, and it's a really nice copy. The cartridge looks great. Everything is fantastic. Like it's exactly what he wanted, and it's under the price he was willing to spend. So that's like, I think, a kind of a perfect world scenario there, where you're able to get something for someone that you admire, that you respect, that you just enjoy talking to. So being able to get something for him to help him out was a really cool thing. Eric, who I mentioned, who I went out to breakfast with, got me a few gifts. There was a couple of baseball jerseys that he had that he gave to me. He gave me a Brewers jersey and a Mariners jersey, which is just awesome and appreciated. He wouldn't give me a Red Sox jersey because he's a Yankees fan, and I'm pretty sure if he bought a Sox jersey, he would melt. But that is neither here nor there. One of the things he did give me was a Game Boy Pocket that is, yes, burnt to a crisp on that screen, but it is giving me an opportunity to actually do a Game Boy Pocket mod. I am going to be picking up a drop-in IPS screen. I'm going to be picking up some new shells, new buttons, the whole nine. And that'll be a video next month where I'm actually resuscitating this and reviving it from the dead. So I appreciate him giving this to me. It was just something he had and he didn't need anymore. And I see it as an opportunity to do something and kind of expand my, I guess, abilities a little bit to try to do a mod like that. I've never done anything like it, so I'm excited. He also gave me, and Meredith got something like this as well, but again, that's on her shelf and not my business to share. He got me this amazing metallic Mega Man 5 Game Boy cartridge, which is just super cool. And I love it. This is from a company, I'm going to put their information on screen right now because I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but they're a local Michigan company, and it's always great to support companies from your home state. And I appreciate him getting this and giving it to me because, like, I mean, look at this. It just looks so cool. Like that sheen, that metallic sheen of the Mega Man cartridge is amazing. It looks awesome up on the Mega Man Shrine, and I'm just excited to have it and can't thank him enough for it. Next up, from LL Cool Games and her husband Andy, I got a couple of birthday presents. And my birthday was last month, and they picked me up a couple of things. One was for the Sega Genesis collection, which I have legitimately never played before, and I'm excited to try out, is this game called Mystical Fighter. It's a beat 'em up, and I do love beat 'em up, so excited to have that one. And they contributed to the NeoGeo Pocket Color pursuit. My quest to collect the entirety of the NeoGeo Pocket Color collection for the United States releases has been given a boost thanks to Lindsay and Andy. This is Pac-Man for the NGPC, and I am so happy to have this. Just an awesome game. One of the best versions of Pac-Man. You can actually set it up where the screen will be entirely on the tiny little screen that you see on the NeoGeo Pocket Color, or you can make it more difficult and have it scroll where you're not going to see much of it and you're going to have to react a lot quicker. It's just really appreciated to get something like this. It is one of my favorite things about Lindsay and Andy is that they are collectors as well, and they love to go on the hunt, and they hunt for things for their friends, and I appreciate them finding this for me and giving it to me to add to my collection. Thank you guys so much. I love you both. Next, not a system I collect often for, and the time I usually get stuff for the system is at conventions, because I've legitimately never seen a game for the Famicom Disk System for sale here in Michigan. I was really excited to add it to the collection because it's one of my favorite games, and it's just neat to add FDS stuff to a collection because it's cool, it's weird, it's different, it's not something we had here in the States, and this is ice hockey. And yeah, I could get ice hockey on a cartridge. I have ice hockey complete in box on a cartridge for the NES, but I don't have the sounds, I don't have everything that happens on this disc. There are some slight tweaks and some slight improvements. Maybe I'll do a side-by-side short one day showing off the differences between the two of these. Would you be interested in that? Let me know in the comments down below. Next up, last minute, I found my friends from Premium Edition Games. They were in the Free Play Arcade area set up as a vendor, and I had no idea they were in there. So I always buy at least 2 or 3 things from Premium Edition when I go to a show, just because when things go on pre-order, I don't necessarily have the funding for it. So, and I like to support them. And when I go to a show, I definitely have the funding for it. So this time I picked up the physical release of Cathedral, which I love. This is an awesome game. I've got it digitally, but now I have it physically as well. I picked up another physical game for one I already have digital, and that is Wife Quest, which is just a wonderful, silly, weird game. It's a fun side-scrolling hack and slash where you are trying to save your idiot husband from succubi. Yep, it's awesome. And this is one I picked up on the recommendation of Game Dad, and I had never played it, but he told me it was a little bit more of a calmer take on like Tunic or something like that, something that's a little bit more approachable, and this is Lonesome Village. So excited to have 3 more games from Premium Edition added to my collection. I think that gives me at least like 95% of their library now. There's a few that I don't have, but they're either already pre-ordered and on their way, or ones I will pick up at future shows. So excited to have those 3 added. I also picked up one that I featured recently on a video for licensed DS games. Link on screen right now if you want to check that one out. It's a really fun video. And I really enjoyed it. I actually played it on an emulator. I took a flyer on it because I was kind of striking out on some other good licensed games. And I saw this in the list of games that I had on my emulator, and I was like, yeah, what the hell? Let's give it a shot. And I really loved it. I thought it was an excellent game. And that's Thundercats. It's it's such a simple concept, right? Like, it is a side-scrolling hack and slash. You play as Lion-O. You get all of the other Thundercats that you're able to use as like assist trophies, like to use a Smash parlance. And you go through the game and you fight the classic enemies from the 2008 animated series. It's excellent. It's simple, but it's fun. And there's really good touchscreen integration by having the different characters you can use in the Sword of Omen's laser beam at the bottom. I love it. It is not an expensive game. I got this for $20. It's wonderful. I strongly urge folks to check it out because it's really so much better than it has any right to be. Very excited to have this one. All right, I am going to... Typically, I would close these pickups with the NeoGeo Pocket Color Pursuit, but I actually got a bigger deal item at the ass end of Sunday that I think needs to be kind of preserved for the last pickup. So our other NeoGeo Pocket Color Pursuit pickup, which brings me to now 14 out of the 32 games for the NeoGeo Pocket Color, is Fatal Fury. This is super cool. I did not find a lot of NeoGeo Pocket Color stuff at the convention. There was one vendor who had some of the European releases, which look amazing because the boxes are phenomenal and just significantly better than anything we have here in the States. But he wanted more money for one game than I spent the entire weekend. And I'm not just counting games here. I'm talking on merch from the show, food for the weekend. Like, one game was over $750. And that's... I am not that kind of collector. Like, I love the NeoGeo Pocket Color. I would have jumped on it had I had the opportunity, and if I was just like independently wealthy, yeah, I would have done it as a no-brainer. But as someone with a budget that set himself a $400 limit for the weekend, that was not something I was going to spend money on. And to find Fatal Fury loose was really cool. It's a wonderful game. Like, the NeoGeo Pocket Color is known for its fighting games already, so to get another one isn't a surprise. It's not something that's going to kind of like reinvent the wheel or anything here. It's a system that is good for fighting games, and it's a good fighting game on a good system for it. So there's nothing to be upset about there. Now, there were other NeoGeo Pocket Color games that I saw Sunday that I didn't see Saturday, and I kind of regret not looking a little bit more in depth on Saturday because there were a few heavy hitters that I think I'm going to have a harder time discovering down the road. There, like Fossile was one of them. There was Bust a Move Pocket, which is not cheap. There was a few that were, $150 to $250 carts that I regret not seeing earlier, but at the same time, I'm also really happy with the stuff I picked up, so I can't really be too upset by it, It's a pursuit for a reason. Like, if I never complete the set, I never complete the set. It's not something that's going to keep me up at night or bum me out or anything like that, but to have them right there and to see them and not be able to pull the trigger on them was disheartening, but I'm okay with it. And really, that's what it comes down to. But the big ticket item I got for the weekend, the one that was the one that I saw really at the end of the day from a company that sells out of Dowagiac, Michigan, which is right down the road from me, and they're actually putting on a comic convention in South Bend. I picked up Power Blade, one of my all-time favorite NES games, one of the most creative NES games out there, something that in concept sounds ridiculous, but in execution is just absolutely phenomenal. And not only did I get Power Blade, I got Power Blade with a rental sticker. So double bonus for Jay. I got a rental sticker on there from one of my favorite games. I have no complaints whatsoever. The label's a little beat up on the top, but I didn't paint an arm and a leg for this, so I'm not too upset by it. And honestly, now that I own this again, I will never get rid of it. I've actually got my sticker guy working on some replacement stickers. Link to KC Art and Apparel will be down in the description as well. He does amazing stickers. He's done all my stickers for conventions. He's working on some label replacements for me for some certain games for ones that I have that are beat up. He's awesome. So check his stuff out. Order from him if you have a need for stickers. If you're looking for a merch guy, he's your pick. But yeah, that's it. That's my recap of the Midwest Gaming Classic. As always, my favorite show of the year. And that might be recency bias. That might be something where I'm just kind of on that giddy high from not having gone to a show in 5 months. And wow, almost 6 months, actually. It's almost been half a year since I've been to a show. That's what happens in the Midwest. Stuff shuts down. And it's great to be back there. It's great to be amongst friends. Again, thank you to Dan and Gabby and Jason and the entire team at MGC for their hospitality, for their service, for their hard work. The show was incredible. I can't wait to go back in 2026. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. The engagement really helps the channel out. Subscribe if you're new around here. I do a couple videos a week. I'd love to have you stick around. And please, let me know if you were at MGC. If we didn't see each other, I apologize. I would love to spend more time with you guys and talk to you more directly, but I was on the go the entire weekend, and I didn't stay at my table for long. I think I was only there for like an hour and a half all weekend. But please, do subscribe. Do check it out. Thank you for stopping by. Until next time, folks, I've been Jay. Appreciate you spending some time with me today. Check out the playlist on screen if you want to see other convention coverage that I've done throughout the years. And until next time, remember to play more games, stay square, and take care. I'll talk to you soon.